Welcome everybody, Jack here from Gingerbets, and welcome to the Gingerbets Golf Betting Insights weekly YouTube show, where this week I'm previewing the Zozo Championships taking place at Narashima Country Club in Japan. Hideki Matsuyama defends his title. Who will lift the trophy this Sunday evening? Well, stay tuned, because in the next 5, 6, 7 minutes, I'm going to break down the course, have a look at the key skill sets required, and bring you those all-important outright selections. Let's hope we can continue last week's momentum, where we had 2 players in the place payouts. That was Tom Hoagie and Siwoo Kim. And for those of you that have been tuning into the lay videos, we had our 3rd successful week of laying 10 golfers for 10% profit and risking the whole of my bankroll. If you're into that content, then may I encourage you, take a look in the description box below, because you can sign up to this free newsletter that's available each and every week. It's going to save you time, it's going to make you more informed, and it's going to point you in the directions of more winners and plenty of profit. So have a look in the description box. It's all free. Just register your email address and get one well-researched newsletter direct to your inbox each and every week. Let's break down the course and then bring you the key skill sets required to lift that trophy come Sunday evening. Well, the course itself this week is a par 70, circa 7,000 yards, so that will not faze the players this week. Tree-lined fairways, difficult fairways to hit. They're narrow in terms of their width, and there is a premium on hitting the fairways this week to allow for accuracy on those approach shots and attack these tightly tucked pins. This is a ball striking test. When we look at the leaderboards from 2020 when Tiger was victorious, we see the names like Connors, Woodland, Sungjae Im, Rory and Tiger himself all at the top of that leaderboard. None of those that we associate with being good short game players, albeit they're elite level golfers. They've got a really good short game. We associate them with ball striking, and that's what I believe will be the key instrument in determining success this week. In terms of the key skill sets required, let's get to it and break down the 5 that I believe will be most important this week. Well, first off, it's tee to green performance. That's going to be the foundation of my research. I believe that this is a ball striking test, and I want every club in the bag working and players on side who've shown me that over the last 24, 36 and 50 rounds. I then want to look at strokes gained approach play. Quite frankly, as I've touched upon, this is a course that demands elite level iron play. When we looked at that 2020 leaderboard and last year with Hideki, who shot to victory by 5 strokes in the end, these are players that absolutely excel with iron in hand. So let's look at players who've got unbelievable approach stats in their favour. I then want to look at greening regulations gained. 4 of the top 8 on the leaderboard in 2020, where we have stats from, were in the top 5 for greening regulations gained on the week. I see that being an important metric again this week, so pay attention to those players that hit plenty of greens in regulations and by default give themselves plenty of birdie looks. And last but certainly not least, I want to look at par 3 scoring. There are 5 of them on show this week. That means 20 holes will be played on the par 3s this week. 28% of the holes will be played on par 3s. So we want to pay attention to players that excel with iron in hand and on the par 3s. And last but certainly not least, I forgot to mention it, but it's strokes gained putting on the bent grass putting surfaces. They'll be my 5 key skill sets. Let's get to those all-important outright selections. So headlining the portfolio for the week will be the ball striking genius himself. Collin Morikawa will be my headline pick for the week. Let me quickly tell you why. He's available at 14 to 1 in the UK with William Hill 7 places, and I believe he's got an outstanding chance of lifting this trophy come Sunday evening. In terms of approach play, he ranks 2nd over the past 50 rounds on the PGA Tour, and that's going to be a key attribute, I believe, this week in determining success. In addition to that, he ranks 4th in strokes gained proximity to the hole over the last 50 rounds on tour, and we know that hitting it close is going to set up plenty of birdie opportunities, something that's going to be required in these low-scoring tests. And in addition to that, last but certainly not least, the stat that I want to leave you with is he's 7th in par 3 scoring over the last 50 rounds on tour. In my opinion, this is a tee to green test, a ball striking test where irons will be significantly important, and there's no better man on the whole of the planet with iron in hand than Collin Morikawa. He will headline the portfolio. 14 to 1, William Hill, Collin Morikawa. Second selection of the week will be a man that's in hot form. He plays more than anyone on the PGA Tour. He finished in the top 10 last week, and he's got an unbelievable chance if he can continue to drive the ball as well as he has of recent times and putt like he has done. Sungjae Im at 16-1 will be my second selection of the week. Sungjae was third here on debut in 2020 in the year that Tiger won. He's also ranked in the top 10 for ball striking and proximity to the hole over the last 24 rounds on tour. He's the number one player over the last 24 rounds for tee to green performance. And in addition to that, he ranks in the top 10 for par 3 scoring. There's lots to like about Sungjae's chances this week. He will be my second selection of the week, 16-1. William Hill, 7 places available. Sign him up right now. And my third selection for the week, with only 80 players going to post this week, I just got 3 headline picks, so I'm going to leave you with another player that isn't the best putter in the world, but boy is he a good ball striker, and he's proven it time and time again from tee to green. If he can have a half decent week with the flat stick, then I can see him going extremely close on a track like this. The third selection of the week will be at 33-1 with William Hill, 7 places. Keegan Bradley, the third and final selection of the week. Let me quickly tell you why. Well, first off, he was 7th here in 2020 on debut, the year that Tiger won. This course, as we've touched upon, puts a huge emphasis on ball striking, and this is exactly where Keegan excels. He's ranked second in proximity to the hole over the last 50 rounds on difficult courses on the PGA Tour, and that's what the players face this week. He ranks 6th in strokes gained approach play over the last 50 rounds on tour, and in addition to that, he ranks 8th for tee to green performance over the last 50 rounds on tour, which shows you over a long period of time he is a player to be reckoned with when it comes to these ball striking tests where it's not a putting contest, and that's what I believe faces the players this week. So to round out this week's portfolio, we've got headlining Colin Morikawa at 14-1 William Hill, at 16-1 Sungjae Im. He will be the second selection of the week. And then going a little deeper down the board to round out the portfolio will be Keegan Bradley at 33-1 with William Hill, 7 places available in the UK. Good luck with all your selections this week. Thank you very much for listening. If you've liked and enjoyed this content, can I please encourage you to like and subscribe to the channel? Let me know who you believe is going to lift the trophy come Sunday in those comments. It would be good to get some comments of who you believe's got the best chance of lifting that trophy. And before I leave you, don't forget, if you've yet to register for the weekly newsletter, then don't miss out. It's one really useful piece of information direct to your inbox each and every week. It's going to save you time, it's going to make you more informed, and it's going to point you in the direction of more winners. Good luck and bye from me.